welcome everybody to another Mac Attack stream. I haven't streamed live in a long time, but I got a couple of new finds here, and only paid $60 for these two machines you see sitting right here. These two are 4,1 Classic Mac Pros, and we are going to take a look at them before I take them apart really good, clean them up, and do everything else. I'm going to do all that pretty much off stream, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at these and see how dirty they are. I did peek inside of them when I got them. The guy told me that they were both dual processor machines, and he wanted, I offered him $60 for both, and he said 80. So I said, okay, I'll take I'll do 80. That's 40 a piece for two dual processor ones. When I got there and opened them up and looked in them, one of them was a single processor and the other was a dual processor. So I asked him if he would, take it down to 60 again. And he's like, yep, sure. Cause he didn't know it was a single processor one. So we went ahead and got that changed up. So hopefully, I only see one viewer here right now, and that's probably me over on my iPad over here monitoring the stream. So hopefully we get some more people in here while I'm tearing into these things. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the cameras over, and we're going to actually, hopefully you guys can still hear me. I think I have to keep this one on for the microphone, because otherwise, actually I can go audio only. Yep, there we go. So now you can actually hear me, and therefore I can go ahead and go on the other camera here. So let me go ahead and swing my boom around here, and hopefully you guys can still hear me while I'm looking at these. So these are, like I said, two Classic Mac Pros. Let me get the camera adjusted just a little bit. There we go. And I paid $60 for both of these. Like I said, one of them is a single processor. The other is a dual processor. So let's go ahead and open them up first, and we'll look at the insides here real quick. So, all right. So the first one we're going to look at is this one right here. This is the dual processor one. So as you can see, it has the two heat sinks right here. Has some memory in it. So let's go ahead, and it's actually pretty clean. Oh, this thing's got two video. Well, if that's a video card or not. Yeah, it's a video card. So it's got two video cards in it. I'll have to see what that video card is right here. But it's got the 120 in here, and it's got another video card right here. I don't know exactly what card that is. It's just something small in there. So we're gonna take a look at it and see what it is. The guy did tell me he had Boot Camp loaded on here, so we'll have to take a look. So looking at the processor tray, it's not too dirty actually. It's a little dusty, but nothing a good cleaning can take care of there. Looking back in there, everything looks good. It's got the Bluetooth module in there. So it has not, now these have probably not been firmware updated either, so we're going to probably be doing that too. Now, let's see. Okay, it has one hard drive in here. This is a Western Digital 500 gigabyte Western Digital Blue. And it's got 10.11. I'm not sure what that means. Hopefully that's the version of Mac OS that's on there. So we'll have to see. All right, so we're going to put this one to the side. And let's look at the second one. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I got to look at the chat here. $10 for a single core? That's not bad. Well, he knocked $20 off the price when I told him that, you know, it was a single core. When I opened this one up, the first thing I saw was the one big heat sink right here. And I told him, I said, well, that's a single core or a single processor CPU. So no other graphics card in here. This looks like it's an ATI. I can't remember. It's a Radeon. I want to say that's I have to look at it again. All the sleds are missing here. No big deal. I can 3D print up some sleds. This is a Barracuda, Seagate Barracuda with 500 gigabytes. It says OS 10, 10.11, and WV. I'm not sure what that means, so I'm going to take a look at that. It does have a DVD rewriter, so all right, that's a good thing. Probably not ever going to use that ever. So, all right, so I'm going to put this thing on the floor, plug her in, and we're going to fire this thing up and see what she got. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to put her sideways like this so you can actually see the screen and see the cMP as well. So I do have a monitor here. It's a cinema display. So we're going to hook it all up and see what we get. I'm just using the iPad for, ooh, wait a second. I am not going to be, actually, I can use a DVI. It has a DVI port. Almost thought I couldn't use a DVI on here. All right, so we got to plug in power. Do that. Let's plug in the USB. And this does not have Firewire 400, so we're not going to hook that up. So let's go ahead and plug in power. And let's see what we got here. So hopefully we get as Greg Rutke would say, it bonged. So let's go see what we got. Sounds like the CD was going a little bit. I have red lights on a couple of memory slots there, so I may have to take the memory out and redo it. I think I may have to reseat the memory. All right, we're going to, I got two red memory lights, so we're going to pull the tray out. going to reseat the memory. Let's see if this works now. Oh, wait. I would have opened up the... All right, let's try this again. All right, so far no red lights on the memory. All right, it looks like I'm going to have some work to do on this 4,1 single processor because I am not even getting a chime. Now there is a little bit of corrosion down here, so this thing is definitely going to need a good cleaning. I mean, the logic board or the back plane looks really good condition, so not too worried about that. Huh, doesn't even have a Wi-Fi card in it, so that's unusual. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn this one off. Let's try the dual processor one. All right, so we're going to move this one out of the way. All right, we got to plug everything in. Since I don't know what that graphics card is, it has a VGA port, an HDMI port, and a DVI port on it. So I have to figure out what's on that card or what that card is. Maybe we can do that while we're snooping around on this machine. All right, so we got power. Let's turn this thing on. We got fan spin on the video card. Hey, there we go. That's a good sign. That is a definite good sign. But we're not getting a display right now. Maybe it's going through the other card. Because a guy told me he did have Windows on this thing. All right, I don't see any trouble lights on here. That's a good sign. Why is that not powering up? Is it not plugged in? Be my luck, it's not. Oh, it's plugged in. So it looks like I'm going to have some work to do to get these running. All right, so let's power it off. And we'll power that back on one more time. Shouldn't matter if it's laying on its side, so we're going to see. I don't know why I'm not getting a display though. I've got another monitor down on the floor here. I'm going to see if I'm getting any signal on the HDMI port. I am not getting a signal. Well, oh, wait, there we go. That's why. Because it is running frickin' Windows. So this is coming off of that second graphics card. You are not something, so it's actually working, surprisingly. Oh yeah, this mouse is not going to work unless I plug it straight into, let's try this. I wonder if it should work like this. No. All right. Oh. That might help. All right, I got to plug this directly into the computer versus from the keyboard. It does not like being plugged in the other way. All right, there we go. We have a mouse cursor. So this is looks like Windows 10. I think it is. All right, so, oh my God, it's got Chrome on here. That's, so, damn it. I don't know how to, find crap on here. That's the only thing I hate about Windows. Windows is the worst. Let's go there. All right, so this is showing a Intel Xeon CPU E5520 at 2.27 gigahertz, 2 processors, 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's Windows 10 Pro that is actually on here. So there you go. We're going to wipe this, of course, and put a real operating system back on this thing. But I'm puzzled as to why. I think if I take out that other graphics card, maybe the 120 will kick in. I don't know if it's grabbing the display from it. So, I mean, I can log into this guy's Mega. Okay, we're not going to show that. But anyways, let's see. Let's go with this PC. It's 180 gigabytes. That was a 500 gigabyte hard drive. I'm wondering if this shit, I should have tried something first, but I wonder if I can get a boot screen with this. So no boot screen. Why are we not getting a boot screen? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. Maybe that card doesn't like it doesn't have, or it's not flashed for the Mac. So we'll have to see if the 120 works. So let's go ahead. We're going to shut this down. All right. And then I'm going to remove this card. Cool thing about these old classic Mac Pros is that you can actually get the cards out without any tools. So this is a GTX 745. I'm not sure, but it's got 3 ports on it. It's got DVI, HDMI, and VGA. But it is a M302N GTX 745. All right, so we still have the, we're going to try the monitor again over here. Everything is plugged in. So I hope I got the right cord. Let's see. Yeah, it's plugged in. All right, so everything's plugged in. We're going to try See if we get a power light on the display over here. Hey, how you doing, Patrick? How you doing? No, this 4,1. Both of these are 4,1s, Patrick. No, it's not a Mac Pro giveaway. I'll take $60 for one of them. We're trying to get this one to work with the 120 in it. If I can't get it to work, I'm going to throw. I've got an RX 570 in there I could throw in here, but we're not getting any display. All right, so I have to try something real quick to make sure my display is actually working, because I know it's working. We're going to fire up my Power Mac G5 to see if it is actually working. All right, so let's power this off again. All right, so I need the power cord for my Power Mac G5. So let's see if the G5 brings the cinema display to life. No, there's no free shipping. Sorry. I wonder if my cinema display is bad now. Because nothing's coming up on it. Problems. Well, don't you love these technical problems we all have? This is my G5 I'm trying to power up. We're not getting anything. I wonder if the power cord is bad. Oh, there we go. Now, it's my damn power cord. All right. So, now that we know that the display works, yeah, let's quit that and let's shut down. This is my machine. It sounds like a Mac, yeah. So let's shut down this G5, and we're going to try it back on the cMP again. All right, so I gotta unplug all this again. Now, should get a boot screen at least. All right. Now I should be able to use the keyboard, possibly get a boot screen. Oh, wait. I need power. Duh. Yeah, right, Retro Techie, sure. All right, we got a light on there, so we're gonna hold down the Alt key or the Option key and see if we can get a boot picker. That looks much better. So we have an HD 499 or Windows. So we're going to try this one here. And there we go. Nope, it's working now, Retro. Let's try that, give it a little bit less light. Yeah, Patrick, I just saw your comment there. Yeah, it's still a deal. So yeah. Oh, it's got High Sierra on it, looks like. About this Mac. So it's a Mac Pro, early 2009, 2 processor, 2x 2.26 gigahertz quad core Intel Xeons. Memory is 8 gigabyte, 1066 megahertz DDR3. So this thing actually has 4 2 gigabyte sticks in it. Not too worried about any of that. The storage is only, it's a 500 gig. That's the reason why it's got half and half for the each operating system. Cinema display, of course. So it's got NVIDIA GeForce GT 120, 512 megabytes. Free hand delivery. Yeah, it's not going to happen, Retro. Not with the price of gas. It would cost me probably $60 and more just to get it. So we're looking at this boot ROM version. Yes, I will definitely have to flash this because it's not 5.1 capable. Although actually it says Mac Pro 5.1, so it actually has been flashed, but it doesn't have the latest boot ROM, which is 144.0.0. It has MP 551.0085 point Bravo 00. So yeah, it doesn't have the latest boot ROM. But we're probably going to try to open core this thing and see what we can do with it. I love this, man. It's got the NVIDIA web drivers. So actually has those built in it. A 2006 MacBook? No. Not going to happen, Retro. That 2006, you'd have to pay me $60 to take it. Let's see. So it has a Windows 10 ISO. So apparently he just used this to put Boot Camp on it, because there really isn't nothing on here. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, iPhoto probably has nothing on it. Yeah, see, there's nothing. So basically, it looks like they use this just to put Boot Camp on it, and that's about it. It's got QuickTime 7, QuickTime Player 7. Oh, iMovie, of course. Yeah. A lot of this stuff would be going straight in Google Chrome. Now, that should go like right here, but it didn't remove it. Just removed it from the desk or from the toolbar. But yeah, we're definitely going to get rid of that. So it has install Mac OS Sierra, OS Lion, El Cap, and OS High Sierra. So, oh, Android file transfer. What was this guy doing? What the heck is iStumbler? Anybody know what iStumbler 99 is? We're going to see. I've never seen this. It is not optimized. Okay. This thing doesn't have. Bluetooth. Does anybody know what iStumbler is? I don't have this thing hooked up to a network, so I don't even have it hooked up wire. Yeah, never heard of it either. It's showing like airport, Bluetooth, bonjour, location, and log. Nothing in the log really. I'm wondering if this just lets you find, because it says iStumbler. Hold on. It said that when I turned it over. iStumbler airport plugin, and it's all off watt 2000. It disappears. AF watt 2005 is what it says on the bottom down here. So I don't know what that is. You guys probably can't see it that well, but basically it's just a information. It looks like it's got like the signal strength thing up on the top here. I'll have to take some pictures and show you guys on the Discord, on the MacYak Discord. But iStumbler, that's a new one on me. I've never heard of it. Figured Jay and all them would be in here watching, but you know those MacYak guys. Oh, let's see what else this thing has. It's got the installs for Lion, Sierra, El Cap, and High Sierra on here. Wi-Fi discovery and basic analysis. Okay, so you've heard of that before, Jay. Busy with stuff. Okay. You see, Jay, he's still trying to get on there. But okay, so this is the single processor one. I'm going to pull this tray, put the single processor tray in this one, and see if it boots. We'll see if it boots up, and see if it's the back plane on the other one that might be bad. We're going to start eliminating stuff. Come on, I'm getting a beach ball. What the hell? Oh, why did I? That's iMovie. I'm going to shut down. So I'm going to take this tray out. We're going to put the tray from the other one, the single processor tray, in here and see if it boots. Boy, these spinner drives take forever for it to shut down. All right, so now because these are both 4,1s, the tray it uses should not matter. Then after I get done trying this tray in here, I will try because if this tray doesn't work in here, all right, so there we go. So let's see if we get a bong. There we go. So there's possibly something wrong with the back plane, or maybe it's the graphics card now. I don't know. Needs more blood. No, this is not a Rutk Mods video, Dana. Not a Rutk Mods video. Sorry. We are not putting blood in it. Well, this one's booting up with the tray, so I know the tray is good. So now we got to figure out what is wrong, or if anything's wrong with the backplane on that other machine. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Patrick, tell him that's the wrong Greg. This is not a, like I said, this is not a Rutk Mods video. We don't spill blood over here. And it's not a Dana Does Stuff because we don't have any pliers around here. So, all right. So this one, let's go about this Mac. All right. It's early 2009. It is a 2.66 gigahertz quad core Intel Xeon, 8 gigabytes, 1066 megahertz DDR3. It's got the same stuff. Let's see. The memory is all 2 gigabyte sticks. All right, so let's look at the system report. And it says it's a 5.1, so it's actually been flashed, but it still needs the latest firmware, which is surprising. Well, I don't know what the other one had on it. Maybe the other one had Sierra on it, and it might not have Sierra. So, so it's got 4. So it's a quad core, 2.66 gigahertz. So therefore, yeah, everything's working fine on here. So let's shut this one down, and we're going to bring up that back plane off the other one. And we're going to try to see if the dual processor tray will work in the other one. We'll even take out that video card too, because I don't know if the video card is causing issues or not. But we'll see. All right, so let's take these off. All right, move this one out of the way. Ow, I did stub my toe though just now. But no blood there, Dana, sorry. All right, so let's get the tray in here. All right, let's hook her back up. I'm having a feeling it's this graphics card is just not. All right, let's oh wait, look at that. Ah, I didn't try this on the other monitor. I bet you I need to do a SMC reset on this, or NVRAM reset, and it might work. So now we're gonna, after we do this, we're gonna put that single processor one back in here. But she's booting up. So there was really nothing wrong with it. It was just the power cable on my monitor, which I did not check before I started the stream because it had worked before. I assumed it would just work again because it's just a power cable to the monitor. All right, so it looks like we have, looks like High Sierra on here, or Sierra. Man, I'm getting the beach ball here. All right, so let's see about this Mac. All right, so again, this is a 2 processor 1. So this has the NVIDIA web drivers on it as well. This is a Radeon HD 5770 1 gigabyte graphics. So it's a 5770 in here. Now I do have a couple of other video cards I can stick in here. I actually still have a 5700 RX 5700 XT that I could stick in here, but I'm not going to do that. These 2 machines are basically going to be parts machines for if something happens to my other 2 Classic Mac Pros that I have. I just couldn't pass the deal up on these. I mean, the guy actually had in the listing, he had a 5,1 2010 for sale and for $50. And I was going to grab that, but he said it was already sold. However, he had 2 4,1 2009s, and he told me dual processor for both of them. So I offered him 60. He said 80. I said, okay, sounds like a fair deal, $40 a piece for 2 4,1 dual processors. So I went and got it. When I got there and looked inside both of them, one of them had the dual processor tray, the other one had the single. So I talked him down and told him, says, would you do 60 again? He's like, sure, because he didn't know it was a single processor. So that's the reason why I got it so cheap. And to be honest with you, I think it was a very, very good deal for that. Now, I've never owned a single processor version of the cMP. So technically, this is my first single processor one. Now, am I ever going to use a single processor one? Probably not. I have 2. And I did a no-no here. I freaking forgot to take the power off when I was. All right. So when after we do this one, I'm gonna do a param reset and see if we can get the boot or the chime back, because it's not chiming, but it is starting up. So. So we got 4 viewers, but I have 0 likes, guys. So smash that like button if you get a chance. I would appreciate it very much. I am not monetized yet. I am still working on that. I don't stream enough. I'm not too worried about it, but we'll see. All right. So now we got the single processor tray back in. Let's see about this Mac, and it should show, yep, early 2009, 2.66 gigahertz, quad core Intel Xeon, 8 gigabytes, blah, blah, blah. So, yep, looks good. All right, so let's see if we can reset the PRAM here. Ah, held the wrong keys down. All right. Damn, I forgot the PRAM. Fresh my memory. It's Alt Shift or Apple key Alt or is it Alt Control Shift PR, right? Been a while since I had to do a PRAM reset on anything. No, Option Command PR. Okay, I was hitting the wrong keys. Never mind. Yep. Yeah, let's not do that. There we go. Well, let's do one more. We have a bong. And not the kind of bong some of you guys would probably be thinking about there. So, so guys, I think I got a sweet deal here. I'm gonna have to do some more research on this particular video card. Um, don't know anything about it. It's got a small heat sink on it with a fan, so it must produce a little heat. But we'll have to do some research on this card. Has BattleNet on here, CC cleaner. Let's see what all this one has on it. Wow, he's got install Mac OS Sierra, LCAP, OS 10 Lion, OS 10 Mountain Lion. He's got all four of those installers on here. Let's see if he's got anything else on here. StarCraft editor. He's got DivX. Oh, he's got High Sierra on here too. For you, Jay, 150. Why do you need another one? I thought you had like about 10 of them. So you got Hearthstone, StarCraft, and StarCraft 2 editor. So it's got Diablo 3 on here. I don't even know how well these would run. Let's see StarCraft. I just want to see. I've never played StarCraft. What? Oh, wants to make changes. Okay. Nope. I guess I am not making changes. Yeah. Okay. I guess unless I'm not playing StarCraft. Keep going an hour. I don't know if I'm going to go another hour here, Jay, but we'll see. Let's see if the open super drive. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Trying to open. Let's see, maybe it doesn't like on its side here. Let's see. I know that's in the way of the screen. It didn't like being on its side, so the super drive does work. But anyways, guys, we'll take a look inside here again. But like I said, this is the single processor version. It's got a 5770 in here. Looks like the Mac version, so that's a good thing. I think I've got another one of these somewhere up there, but I just have never really used it. I've got a ton of graphics cards. Some of them I haven't even used forever. So, but yeah, we're gonna have to do some cleaning on this thing. Of course, it's really dirty. It's missing, like I said, 4 of the sleds, or 3 of the sleds actually. Not a big deal. Down here on the bottom, it has some, looks like some corrosion. It's like white stuff on it. So I'm going to have to do some very nice cleaning with this. I'm going to have to tear this thing apart, give it a good alcohol bath or something. The back plane looks really, really nice. In fact, I don't see an issue with it at all. So, yeah, there's no issues at all with this back plane. It does not have an airport card. It is definitely missing that. I think when I looked back there before I turned it on, when I had the tray out, I think it has a Bluetooth card in there, but no airport card. So it's got the antenna cables, but no card. I am going to have to do a pitchless mod on this. Man, this thing is dirty on the inside there. So we're definitely going to have to do some cleaning here. We're going to have to take this thing completely apart and do some work on this thing. But like I said, this is my first single processor CPU. Not running hot at all. I'm not even feeling it. Although I haven't run any benchmarks or anything like that on it. So like I said, don't have these things hooked to the network. I'm not going to hook them to the network until I wipe the hard drives or put another drive in here. I do have to update the BIOS. I think I'll have to reinstall. I think Mojave. If I install Mojave, I should be able to update the BIOS, but I don't think Mojave is going to install with this graphics card. If I remember correctly, I don't think the 5770 is metal capable. I have to go back and look again, but I don't think that card is metal capable, so I'm not sure if I can install Mojave on it in the first place. So we'll see. Yeah, that's what I thought there, Patrick. And I don't think the 5770 has metal support. So I will have to get one of my metal supported cards. I can't put my 5700 in here because it has to take Catalina or better to run. It won't even boot with, it won't even work with the Mojave. Mojave doesn't have the drivers for the 5700. But I could take out my 7950 that I have, which actually does have metal capability, and I will be able to upgrade this to Mojave, which should automatically upgrade the boot ROM as well. So once we do that, should be good to go. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm not going to do that on camera. Actually, I might do that as a recorded part, but I'm not going to do it as a I'm not going to do it as a live stream. I'm going to do that probably. I'll record that and show folks how I updated it on a recorded video. I need to do more recorded stuff anyway. So if you guys have got any questions for me before I shut the stream down, we can see what you got. So I'm going to pull my microphone back over here, and we're going to remove that and come back to me over here. So although now, there we go. So there we go. Yeah, I think I got a pretty good deal on this. My first, it's funny, and I could tell the story again, and Jay always gets pissed off about it. The computer I'm using right now, I paid $150 for it about, I want to say almost 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Jay found it. A guy in Arizona was selling it near Phoenix, and that's about 3-hour drive, 2.5, 3-hour drive for me. So the guy and I met halfway each, so it only took me about an hour and a half drive, and took him an hour and a half drive. So, and he was a viewer of the show too, so he watched Mac Yak. Man, I wish I could remember his name right off the top of my head, but I can't remember his name. And he told Jay about the deal. And so Jay had me go pick it up, and for me, because I didn't have a Classic Mac Pro. That was my first Classic Mac Pro, and I'm still using that one to this day. In fact, it's what's streaming the show right now. My second one I picked up, I paid a little more for it, but it also came with a 30-inch cinema display. So that one, what did I pay for it? I want to say about $300, but I got it about almost a year and a half ago, I think, or a year ago. A guy out here in Virginia, it actually was at a pawn shop. So I talked the guy down. He wanted a lot more for it, so I didn't pay that much for it. These two are my next two. So I have 4 total Classic Mac Pros now. So these two here, I only paid $80 for them. I'm not now. All of the ones, the first two I bought have upgraded CPUs. These have the. Let me go look again, because if I remember correctly, they're the 5675s is what I have in here right now. So these are 3.06 gigahertz, 6 core. So these are the 6 core processors. Let's see, Intel Xeon, doesn't say the actual. I want to say it's a 5675 is what I have in here. I don't have the 5690s in here because those are still, believe it or not, ridiculously expensive. Not sure why they're so damn expensive still, but the 5690s are the highest GPU you can actually put on the Classic Mac Pro. Other than that, if you guys got any questions, I am probably going to go ahead and end the stream. But I appreciate all you guys being here. Patrick, let's see, who all came in here? DJ Craze, he was the first one in here. Retro Techie, he was in here. Patrick, Jay was in here, and Dana was in here for one comment saying I need more blood on it. And I guess Patrick had to tell him it was the wrong Greg. So, 3.4, yeah. The only reason why, Patrick, I don't have the 3.46 gigahertz ones, because to be honest with you, the ones I have in here now will turbo to 3.4 gigahertz. And they run at 3.06 gigahertz normally. So they will turbo up to 3.4 gigahertz, but their TDP is, I want to say it's 75 watts versus, I think it's over 120 for the other one. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're pricey. And the thing about the 4.1s, especially the dual processor trays, they're delidded. But that single core or a single processor one will have a lid on it. So it'll be the first one I won't have to delid if I ever upgrade it, which I'm probably not going to do. I don't have a need to actually use a single processor tray. I mainly got these for the simple fact is if I have a part go bad in any of my other ones, I have spare parts. That's the main reason why. The cases are in really good condition. There's no dings or dents or anywhere, there's no bent handles or anything like that. So that's another plus. So yeah, I got a pretty good deal. And hopefully you guys had fun sharing to see if they powered on. So both of them do work. I'm just mad at myself that the power cord on my monitor was what was bad and caused me to think that single tray one was bad because there was no chime. So anyways, all right. Yep. I that's why I had to jump on it there, Patrick. $60, not a bad deal. All right, guys, you guys take care, and we will see you guys this Thursday on MacYak. So make sure you are subscribed there. Like I said, if you have not hit that like button, go ahead and smash it. Other than that, I think that is about it. Let me see if I don't have any outro stuff. So I need to make an outro now. I have the intro, but I don't have an outro. So guys, take care. And that's not, yeah. Sorry, Jay. I was on for more than actually an hour. I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. So there you go. So you guys take care. And Jay, if you want to come over on the duck, we could chat over here for a little bit. We'll catch you guys later. Have a good evening.